So it is a special honor for us, and he is the patron, one of the patrons of the Vienna Economic Forum, a special honor for us that Prime Minister Zoran Zaev is here with us. Prime Minister.
Distinguished Chairman of the Board of Vienna Economic Forum, distinguished members of the board, dear Minister and my friend Sekulic, dear friends, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to participate at the Vienna Economic Forum. It is a great opportunity to speak at this very important gathering as an effective way to exchange ideas and opinions about regional cooperation as part of the European integration and to strengthen the interaction between businesses and politics. Allow me to describe the Vienna Economic Forum as a useful and indispensable gathering for better understanding between politics and business. I'm leading a government that still runs under the prefix new. It has been 5 months since we took office. The motto of our electoral campaign was Life for All. I sincerely believe that we can provide life for all, regardless of the party affiliations, by working towards establishing a fair and just society. A society equal for all, whose main pillar is a sound economy and steady economic growth. The efforts of the government I lead are focused to ensure and to guarantee stable economic environment and to be a credible partner to the businesses. A small economy like the Macedonia one needs to be successfully integrated with the regional and global economic flows. 2 months ago, as part of those efforts, the government of Republic of Macedonia has promoted the Plan for Economic Growth, aiming to create a favorable business climate, the economic growth and development in order to increase the living standard for our citizens. The Plan for Economic Growth is based on support for investment, foreign and domestic equally, as well as support for export and development of small and medium enterprises. Among others, one of the most important elements of the Macedonian government's efforts for economic growth is to ensure substantive progressive in our European Union accession process. Our immediate priority is starting accession negotiations in 2018. The Republic of Macedonia already shares the European values. The next steps we are taking and aimed at achieving the European standards. A competition of the accession process is designed to help our country reach these goals. When we talk about achieving the European Union standards in terms of economy, for us it means meeting economic criteria that will gradually integrate the Macedonian economy in the single market, which will in turn enable similar business environment for foreign and domestic investors as in the European Union. The European Union is our biggest investor, with whom we have the strongest economic exchange. The European Union policies and standards are the direction in which we are moving in terms of all the ongoing and planned reforms. Our efforts regarding the reforms are comprehensive because even the best economic policies cannot succeed if they are not supported by a stable and secure country with respect of legal order and rule of law and with efficient administration. Our government demonstrated high motivation and commitment to fulfill the criteria for European Union membership and to implement all necessary, sometimes not so easy, reforms. It also demonstrated the capacity and commitment in the closing open issues. Visible results from the reform process, backed up with strong political will are evident and confirmed. We had free and democratic local election. The media reforms are prepared and open to public debate. Extremely important judicial reforms are to be announced and implemented according to suggestion of the international expert group led by Mr. Reinhard Priebe. The Ministry of Finance is working towards transparent and long-term budgeting. Many other reform processes are ongoing. Dear attenders of the Vienna Economic Forum, let me emphasize the good neighborly relations and the regional cooperation remain our priority and strategic goal and go hand in hand with our European Union integration ambitions. A crucial goal of our government is to build a new spirit in relations with our neighbors. We have to be honest and to admit that this is not an easy task. It requires a strong political will. But let me assure you that we are committed to have and maintain exactly what is needed, strong political will. Without good political environment in the region, there is no enough courage for domestic and foreign investment. I also want to assure you that in our recent experience, we witness and practice a very effective tool to achieve results. Open dialogue to address the pending issue and constant efforts to build bridges for cooperation based on mutual trust and respect. Regarding regional cooperation, the first synonym is, of course, the Berlin process. Noble initiative which gave to us, the political leaders of the Western Balkan countries, the opportunity to demonstrate our readiness for substantial and deep internal reforms and mutual cooperation in several major areas. The major achievement of the processes to boost the interest of the Western Balkan 6 and the European Union members for enriched regional cooperation is completed. We learned that history is a substantial part of our identities, but can never take the place of our future. All countries in the region must look forward, and I believe these are the priority areas that will secure our future. First, connectivity. The Western Balkan region has major infrastructure gaps. Relevant studies show that the density of its railway and motorway network, for instance, is at least 3 times lower than in neighboring European Union countries. Big infrastructure projects are expensive, and the countries face difficulties in securing their financing. That is why it is important for the region to be integrated in European Union's connectivity agenda in transport and energy. According to the last Balkan Barometer survey, more than half of the enterprises in the region share the opinion that improvement of the road infrastructure will positively influence the development of their businesses. That was the reason why we, leaders of the Western Balkans, agreed to sign the Transport Community Treaty. This important achievement will pave the way for infrastructure improvements, as well as better quality transport services through the whole region. The Transport Community Treaty will also attract new investors in the region and assist its economic growth. This idea brings me to the second area, investors. Our focus remains on the attraction of the investors, and we are aware that we can do better as a region, especially if we consider the potential of the 20 million citizens market. You will agree that this is, of course, a larger opportunity than the individual capacity of our countries. Third, removing obstacles for doing business. Although the improvement of the situation in the regional economies promises optimistic prospects for near future, we have the obligation to remove the obstacles for the business entities to be ready to operate it in accordance with our taxation systems, the business environment, and the legal systems in our countries. And fourth, visible benefits of European Union membership to the citizens. The reforms during the accession process are generally not very visible for our citizens. That brings us to the importance of increasing the visibility of the process through concrete projects that will bring quick and visible benefits to the citizens. For example, reduction of tariffs in roaming with the European Union member states until their complete cancellations. Ladies and gentlemen, the next important step in our regional cooperation agenda is the implementation of the Action Plan for Regional Economic Area, which does not only identify the areas relevant for the regional cooperation, but also the prospects for common interest with member states. The activities of the Digital Agenda pillar are an example that follows the European Union strategy and the priorities of the Union. The discussion of the concept of the Digital Summit 2018 has already started, and we agreed on key milestones. Macedonia will be hosting the coming 2018 summit in Skopje. No wonder the popular support for stronger regional cooperation in the Western Balkans is high, around 80% on average per country. This is the fact that allows us to send this message. Stronger regional cooperation is a key factor for the economic integration of Western Balkan countries within European Union or NATO. The European Union has made a comprehensive investment in the region, both economic and democratic. Now it is the final time to crown this investment with the completed process of European integration of the Balkans. Favorable environment for enlargement of the European Union is being built up lately. We receive positive message that European Union is getting ready to be yet again enlarged. This is even more visible since the message comes in times when the European Union is facing serious challenges such as Brexit and is trying to find its future path. The map of future European Union is being drawn up as we speak, both for European Union's internal reforms and for enlargement. We're following the discussion very closely. We want to join a strong union, equipped to deal with current challenges. The European Union enlargement strategy, to be announced by President Juncker in February 2018, and the European Union Western Balkan Summit in Sofia in May 2018, are crucial to secure Macedonia's European Union future. We expect a clear roadmap for Macedonia's accession process. None of the countries should be left behind. Leaving Macedonia without a clear outline for accession is not an option for us. The first important step should be a date for starting accession negotiation by June 2018, based on the results of our reform process through the Macedonia Reform Plan 369. Europe today is stronger, both economically and politically. We should all try to utilize this new momentum. Thank you very much.